Hi, good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining today's session and sorry for the delay of 4 minutes. Right, so we'll be beginning the session sharp at 4:10 p.m. Okay, so today's session is completely about the employee learning platform, like how an employee can access the Keka and what are the different steps that he can perform on Keka. Okay, so how is it useful for employees? So we are doing this webinar in employee point of view. Okay, so it will be very useful to all your employees, right? So we have attached the handouts in the handouts column, like about today's session's overview, so you can just look after it, and we'll begin the session sharp at 4:10 p.m. Thank you. So good evening, everyone. I think I'm audible to everyone. Can we have just a few s? Cool, right? Thank you. So many of our clients have, like, every day you will be having many new journeys in your organization, right? So, and they will be not aware about the process, like how they need to register on Keka, and how should they follow the process, and what are the necessary steps that need to be taken. Okay, so there may be situations like where can HR can manage up to like 3 to 5 employees is well and good. Okay, so let's assume when there is a lot number of employees who are joining on the particular day, around like 30 to 40 employees, it will be very difficult for an HR as well, or a reporting manager as well, to help them understand like how they can update the data or get registered to the Keka platform, right? So understanding the pain that all the HRs facing, so we are coming up with this interesting webinar of this employee work companion, which is Keka Employee Learning, right? So in this will be giving the heads up on complete employee platform, like what are the features that employee would be having and what are the necessary steps that need to be taken by the employee in the complete process. Okay, so I'll just go to the next screen. So what are the different topics that we would be covering today? So, right, so my screen is visible, right? So why is an overlap? Just give me a moment. So from the PPT, I'll just give you a glance like what are the topics we would be covering and what are the things that we would be discussing on. Okay. So right, so the complete Keka tour we would be doing, like right from the registration of the employee and what are the different steps that he need to follow. Okay. So then the next thing would be the Keka invitation. So in the Keka invitation, we would be sending the HR or the global admin will be sending an invitation. So for any employee which has been onboarded in your organization, so once the employee has been onboarded, what are the what would be the view that would be visible for the employee, and how he can check the leave balance, and how he can apply for the leave, and how he can mark the attendance, and what are, there will be certain number of fields which are mandatory in his personal details which need to be updated by the employee himself, or he can review the data which has been uploaded by the HR for his just confirmation. So he can also do that. Then reviewing and updating documents. Okay, so while onboarding the candidate, there would be certain number of documents which needs to be verified by the HR team, right? So all those documents which has been uploaded by the HR, you need to review and confirm them that all the documents are yours and has been verified by you. Okay, so the next step and very important should be the very important step is reviewing your financial details. Okay, so unless you complete the review of your financial details, you would not be able to download your payslip or declare anything on Keka, or you would not be able to view your MyPay page. Okay, so you should make sure that all your employees are doing this, which is viewing their financial details. Okay, so right, so moving on the next step, which is downloading investment declarations, like whoever is falling under the tax slabs and whoever income is more than 5 lakhs or so, so you can just tell them about the declarations as well, or from where they can declare. So we will be covering all the things, right? So moving on the next topic, which is downloading of the payslips. So we'll also let you know like how employees themselves can download their payslips. Okay, so viewing org documents. So there may be certain number of files or documents, so which are like policies of your company. Okay, so which need to be reviewed and acknowledged by the employee, saying that I have reviewed all the documents related to the company and I would be obeying all the laws. Correct? Right. So coming to the inbox. So inbox is the feature where employee, so if there is any pending thing or any leave approval or any exit request or any task pending upon the employee, or whether he can be a reporting manager or he can be a department head, so anything related to the pending on request, so will be in your inbox, right? So raising expenses. So whenever you have visited any client visit, or you have went out on office work, okay, so there would be certain number of expenses that you would be raising on behalf of the company, right? So all this can be raised under the expense module. Okay, and coming to the continuous feedback. Okay, so there will be cases where reporting managers or employees would be praising their peers or their employees or their reportees who are under them, saying that you have worked a brilliant job on this particular client, or you have done a brilliant job on this project. Okay, so on that, so in the UI itself you can do that, any employee can do that, saying that you can provide a feedback, or you can praise someone, you can request a feedback, or you can give a feedback to someone. So you can manage all the activities under the continuous feedback, right? So coming to the my team view, like under my team view, you would be able to view for that particular day who is in your office and who are yet to come, or who are late to the office, or who are off for the day, and who are into your team. So in case if you are in these virtual uh, projects which are going on currently due to this pandemic situations, so you can also check like who is in your team and who would be working together with you, so you can check it under the my team tab. Correct. So these are all the different topics that we'll be covering today. So we'll just try to go in detail. So in your the presentation that you have downloaded from the handouts, okay, so I think only 48 clicks till now. We have 92 attendees. So whoever the attendees have joined recently, okay, so you have a column beside chats as handouts. Okay, so you can just click on that and you can download this handout, and you can share it with your employees as well. So I suggest you to download that. It would be really helpful for you. Right. So that's about the content of this for today's session. And so coming to that, so we also have added the Keka tour video. Okay. So it's regarding the product, like how it works and all.
Awesome working professionals like you use Keika every
Okay.
day
So it's
for all
regarding
their
that product.
HR
So you
functions.
can just
Let's see
view it.
how. You can log in as soon as you enter
Correct. So
the
as you
office
know,
using a
so you can
biometric
do a
device,
biometric
screen
login, or
tracking,
you can
or web
use
clocking.
GPS tracking, or you can do a
Are
web
you
clocking.
working remotely? No
Correct.
worries. Keika.
So that's about the Keka too. So you can view, or once you share it with your employees, they would be able to view the complete Keka tool video, so that we have attached in that. So moving on the next slide. So we have Keka invitation acceptance. So whenever any employee joins your organization, right? So all the employees would be receiving an email saying that you have been invited to Keka. So whenever you create any new profile on Keka, right? So they would be receiving an email from the HR saying that you have been invited to this platform for your HRMS operations. Okay, so as soon as they click on this accept invitation, so they would be routed to the Keka platform, and this would be the home page. So this would be the home page that would be visible for all your employees. Okay, so don't worry. So we'll go in detail like how does the home page looks like and everything in detail. So I'm just showing you the glance from the PPT. Right, so this would be the homepage that would be visible for their your employees, and where they can view all the company data and the widgets, like what are their holiday list, or who are leave in his team or in her team, who are in leave for that particular day, or who are working remotely, or whose birthday is on that day, or work anniversary, or who have completed the work anniversary in their organization for that particular week or month. And you also have this new joinees for that particular day. Right, so all the posts that are visible would be available on the Keka homepage. So we also call it as Keka wall. Right, so coming to the checking leave balance, so you need to navigate to me and then leave. So from there you would be able to view the all your leave balances. Correct. So right, so moving on the next tab, which is applying for leave. So all your employees would be able to view. So once in the previous tab you have an option of, just give me, on your right hand, so you have this option of apply leave. Okay, so once you click on this apply leave, so you need to select the date on which respective dates you want the leave, and you need to select the leave type as well. So you would be able to select it in the drop down. So whatever the leave type is, you need to select it and just provide the reason for applying for the leave, and you can just need to click on request for leave. Right, so coming to the marking for attendance, so whenever you want to mark attendance for the particular day, so you just need to navigate to me and attendance, and there you will be having an option of work from home or web clock in or on duty, so depending upon your company's policy. So all the options would be visible. So in case if you are working from office, so no need to log in on Keka. I mean, no need to mark your attendance on Keka. Automatically, the logs would be reflected from your biometric machine. So wherever you punch in, right? So moving on the updating the mandatory fields. Okay. So for that, you need to navigate to on your profile on your left hand side top. Sorry, on your right hand side top. So you have you will have your profile name. Okay. If you click on the profile name, a drop down will be reflecting, and on that you need to click on your profile, and there would be certain number of mandatory fields. Okay, for every field you will be having a star mark which are being marked as mandatory. So you need to update all those fields. So once you update those fields, uh, then only the profile will be shown as a complete. If not, it will be captured as an incomplete profile. So whatever the important fields are there, then it's employee's duty to update all those details. Okay, so reviewing and updating the documents. So as I mentioned, like all the documents which have been uploaded by the HR team or which need to be uploaded by the employee can do it from the profile itself, again under the same profile as you have viewed your important fields. So there you have a tab called as documents. So under documents you would be able to verify or view all the documents over here. Even you will be getting an option to download as well as an employee. Right. So as I mentioned, like it's a very important step in Keka to review your salary. So we hear a lot of customers coming back saying that their employees are unable to view their salary or payslip. So the main reason behind that it would be the employee who have not completed the review cycle step. So it's HR duty to upload all the financial details and it's employees duty to review all the details uploaded by the HR, making sure that everything is clear from both the ends. Okay, so the employees work is just to need click on every single step. He just need to review and just click on done. That's it. He just need to review done, 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 done. Then the next page that would be visible for the employees like this. Okay, so from this page he would be able to view. So current, so we'll go in detail current. So just giving you a glance of the PPT. So I think even you can download that PPT from the handouts. So if you have not downloaded till now, so I'm just giving you a glance. I think I will go in detail on every single page which I'm talking right now, as I mentioned earlier as well. Okay, so viewing financial details. So once you complete all the four different steps, so the next step would be this. So once you have completed, so here you have again five different steps, which is summary, my pay, manage tax, preferences, sorry, preferences and loans, correct? So under my pay you would be able to give like what is your pay and what would be the your salary effective date from. So you would be able to view it under my pay page. Under manage tax, so you would be able to give the tax deduction details and you would be able to declare all the declarations as well under the investment declarations page, right? So under my pay payslips, so will be having a under my pay, so you'll be having the tab called as payslips, from which you would be able to view all your payslips and all, and you would be able to you will be getting an option to download as well, right? So you will be able to download the payslips only for which your salary has been released. So you will be not be able to download for the future payslips because the payroll will be yet to be finalized by your HR team, right? So viewing org documents, so this is also very important category I can say. So which is org documents. So which is org documents. So in org documents, the your company will be uploading all the company related documents, saying that so these are the important documents which need to be reviewed and you need to have make a note of it, and this would be the policy what says by the company. So all the company related documents you can, the company may also have an acknowledgement from your end, so there you would be getting an option to acknowledge that, right? So coming to the inbox, which I was talking about, like if there is any request pending upon you, so you have a tab called as inbox. So if there is any pending request upon you, so there will be number of pending request number on this beside the inbox. So whether it can be one, two, three, four. So how many number of requests you have, that many number of, that would be the digit reflected beside the inbox. So coming to the next tab, which is expense. So right, so if you have any expense module placed in your policy, so here you would be able to download the expense policy, like what is your expense policy says, and what would be your expense policy, what would be the maximum number limit that you can raise an expense. So whenever you want to click raise an expense on your left hand side, right hand side, you have an option of add an expense, right? So coming to the next option, which is continuous feedback. So this is also like a very important feature in nowadays, so which is like requesting for a feedback or feedback, providing a feedback to your peers or reporting manager, like how they are doing. Okay, so there you will be having different options in that, right? So coming to the next option, which is my team view. Right. So under my team view, so you'll be able to view like who is off for today and who is not in for today, and employees on time or late arrivals, how many, or work from home or how many. So you would be able to view. Right, so you would be able to view who are in for the today and who are employees on time and late arrivals and who are part of your team. So even you can view your my team details under this particular tab. So right, so this is about the glance about all the topics that we would be discussing today. So we'll just uh, route to Keika now. Correct. So I have stopped my screen share. Let me quickly share my screen again. Right. So as soon as the employee clicks on the invitation which has been received for him, so this would be the invitation that he would be receiving. So which is uh, whoever the person has invited you to join your particular organization. So once you click on this accept invitation, so it would be routed to this particular page. So before routing this to page, it will be asking for you to generate a password for that account. So once you generate the password, so this would be the home page how your Keka account looks like. Okay, so here you would be able to so this would be our homepage gadgets which we can call. So in case if you want to view who all are your employees or if you know anyone else in your company, so I just want to view their profile, so I can just search for them. So if I just want to search for Chetan, okay, so as soon as I click on their profile, so it will route me to their profile, right? So I can just come back to my profile again, right, by clicking on home page. Okay, so here I would be able to view my holiday calendar, like what are the holidays are present in my leave calendar and what are the different holidays I have and who are leave for today and who are working remotely. And if I want to do a web clock in, I don't need to navigate every time to me and attendance. From the home page itself, I would be able to do a web clock in. So how do I do a web clock in? So I just need to click on web clock in. That's it. It's done. And if I just want to clock out for the day, so I'll just click on clock out twice and it's done. Right, so coming to the apply leave, so here I would be able to leave balance. Even from the home page you would be able to apply for leave. So this is how you click on apply leave, right? Perfect. So coming back to this post, okay, so in case if your company allows you to post something or announcement, okay, or poll, so if in case if you want to create any poll you can create that. So again, these are like something which are restricted in few companies where only admins can do that, right? So coming to the birthdays, okay, so in case if your company in your company if there is any person's ongoing birthday or work anniversary or anyone who joined recently, see I created this profile yesterday, so it's being showing as Sheikh Javin joined on September 23rd of 2020, right? Since I did a clock in and clock out, it shows me out. Okay, so whenever if you want to know like what's the status of the employee, so no need to rush him and check his status. So you just need to click on these three dots and here you would be able to view. Out means the employee is out of the office. If he is in, so you can just go to him directly. So it's like knowing the employee status virtually, correct? Okay, so we are done with the home page. So coming to the Me tab. So in Me tab, so we have four different tabs. We again like leave, attendance, performance, expense, travel, and help desk. Okay. So if you just scroll down, you would be able to be like what is your leave balance and how you can apply for those leave balance and what is your leave data. So here you'll having an option of leave policy explanation. Okay, so once you click on this leave policy explanation, you would be able to be like what is the leave balance that has been allocated to you and how does the accrual happen and from when the accrual starts. So you would be able to give all the different data regarding every single leave type. Okay, so it can be related to casual leave, comp off, floater, paid, paternity, sick leave, special leave, and paid leave. So in case if you are unable to apply leave, so even the reason would be shown over here like unpaid leave can be applied by your own manager, cannot be applied on behalf. So that you would not be able to apply leave. Only you or a manager can apply. Okay, so you can apply for half days. So even you can apply for the half days. Right. So like that you would be able to view a leave policy explanation. So whenever you want to apply leave, you just need to click on apply leave, select date. So I just want to take half day for tomorrow in the first half. So I'll just select first half. So here I can select the right? So I think you're able to view now. So here I will select the dates. I selected, if I just want to select 25th, I'll double click it as 25th September. So whether it is a full day, first half or second half. So whenever I select first half or second half, you can see my leave count, which is half day. If I select it as full day, it takes the complete day, right? So if I just select it as first half, then I need to select the leave type. Okay. So for applying this particular leave, it says minimum prior notice of 3 days is required. Correct. So I would not be able to apply leave. So whenever you are unable to apply leave, right, so you should be able to give this red color box, so which says what is the reason for you are unable to apply leave for leave. Okay, so here you can see minimum prior notice of 3 calendar days with at least 0 working days is required for applying zero point 0.5 days of casual leave. So leave request includes non-working days, so that means you are applying on a week off. So we'll just try applying for 28. Okay, so I say half day is required first half. So now when I'm clicking on apply, it says it allows me because I'm applying on a working day, right? I'm taking a 3 prior days notice I'm giving. So I need it on 28th and today is 24th. I'm giving 4 days of prior notice. Let's assume if I'm trying to apply on 27th, so that will not, sorry, that will allow me because still I'm giving 3 days of prior notice. Okay, so if I just try to apply for today, second half, so system will not allow me because it requires 3 days of calendar notice as per my leave policy. Correct. So whenever you are unable to apply leave, so you make sure that you check this all these notices when you are unable to apply. So if your system is allowing, so that means so you are applying leave as per your leave policy, right? So I've taken half day. Okay, so before applying, I'll just check my leave balance. Okay, so I have 0.5 days of casual day leave balance. I'll just click on apply. I'll select 28. I need a half day first half and I'll be present for the second half. So I'll select, and I need to give the reason as well, saying that personal leave. Okay, so I'll just request. Right. So it goes for the approver. Okay. So he's the approver. So Chetan Kumar, yes. So that means I'm reporting to him. So the leave request will be waiting on Chetan Kumar, yes. Right. As soon as you apply any leave, so right, so it get deducted from your leave balance. So earlier it was 0.5. So now that it has been went to the consume, saying that you have applied for that and consumed the leave balance. So then now your balance is zero. Right. Okay. So this is how you apply leave. Okay, so coming to the attendance, so right, so as I mentioned, so whenever you want to do a web clock in or apply work from home duty, so you need to click on this web clock in. So in case if you are doing a web clock in for that particular day, so it captures web clock in. So if I just want to clock out for the day, so I need to double click on it and it gets clocked out for the day. Okay, so if I just click here, so I would be able to view the login time and logout time. So this was my login time, in time and out time, in time and out time. So I will just zoom a bit. I would be able to view my in and out time, right? So if I want to view all my attendance requests, so which has been requested, so I would be able to view attendance request, maybe an regularization request, or it can be an work from home request or on duty request. So whatever it is, so all the requests will be shown over here. So in case if it is not approved, so you will be able to view, right? So coming to the performance, as I mentioned, you will be having a continuous feedback. So in case if you have given any feedbacks to anyone or if you have received any feedback, so you would be able to view it here. So in case if you want to request feedback from someone, so you can click on request for feedback and you can add employee. So I can give the employee name. So I need to select the core value, like what was the core value for this request I'm requesting. So open mindedness is a core value I'm requesting. So I'm saying please give feedback to me on the above core value. So I can send request. Okay. So here feedbacks given, so whatever whoever has given feedbacks to me, so would be visible under this tab which is feedbacks given, and under the tab of feedback request. So this was the feedback I have requested. I'm yet to get a response on that. Okay, so in case if at any point of time I feel like if the person is not responding or not interested in providing a feedback to me, I can withdraw my request. I can just click on confirm, so automatically it gets withdrawn and it will be shown nowhere in the system. Right, so coming to the next tab which is expenses. So actually expense policy has not assigned to this employee, so that's the reason I'm unable to waive. So as I mentioned, right, so you would be able to waive the expense module uh, request. So whenever you have any expenses to be raised on behalf of the company, so you can add your expenses in that particular tab. So coming to the help desk, so in case if you have your company has help desk in your subscription, so you can raise a ticket saying that on whatever the category. So help desk is something, right? So in case if you have any queries that need to be resolved by your IT team or admin team or your payroll team or your HR team, so you can raise a ticket on your respective departments. So what will happen is raise a new ticket. So whenever you click on add category, so there you would be able to select the whatever the category it is. So it can be an IT category or a payroll team. So whatever the category it is, you need to select that. Correct. So coming to the inbox. Okay, we'll just make sure. Are we clear so far? Any S? Okay, thank you. Great. So coming to the inbox. So as I mentioned, so in the inbox you would be able to view all the pending requests. So right now, so previously we have raised a leave request, right? So for this reporting manager who is Chetan Kumar, yes. So for him, the leave request would be shown under his inbox saying that your reporting Mr. Javed has requested for your leave request, so which is yet to be approved. I request you to please approve. Okay, so it would be shown under the inbox. Okay, so in case if you have any notifications from the wall, or if anyone has marked you under the notification, I mean for the Keka walls notification, so it would be captured over here. So whatever the notifications you have, so similarly you have for this Instagram or Facebook, you have some notifications, right? So whenever someone tags you or gives a likes to your post, or if someone comments to you on your post, so it's similar to that, saying that notification bar. Right, so moving on the my team tab. Right, so you will be able to view who is off for today. Off today in the sense who has not come to the office or who have applied leave for particular day. Right, so who have applied leave for the particular day and would not be working. Okay, so that would be coming in under who is off today, and who is not in yet today. So that means the person who is expected to be to reach the office today but has not reached today to the office. So all these people would be reflecting over here who is not in yet today. So for any employee, if you just want to check like if they are in office or not, so you can just check the status. So if they are in, it will show that it will capture the data as in. If they have left the office, it will capture as out. If they have not reached the office, so it will capture as not in yet. Right, so it's not required. So every time you reach to the desk and check their availability or not, so it's better you just check it on Keika itself. Right, so even you would be able to check the team time of calendar. So how many leaves your team is taking and on which day you are been taking leave. Okay, so someone on leave. So right, so here you have someone on leave which is on blue color, right? So here I see none of the day which is colored in blue. So I see only one which is myself. So I have taken a leave on 28th of first half. So that's the reason it says someone on leave and it's covered in blue. So whoever is on leave, so it will be shown under the blue tab. Right, so if you just scroll down, you will be able to view my peers. So all your peers who are reporting to the same reporting manager, that data would be captured over here. Right, so that's about the my team tab. Okay, so coming to the my finance, so as I mentioned, so it's very important to complete all the four different steps. So once you complete all the four different steps, so this would be the page that would be visible for you. So unless you complete all the four different steps, this page will not be visible. Right, so under my summary, you would be able to view the latest payslips which has been released for you, and under alerts and notification. So if you have not declared anything, so it would be shown over here if there is any declarations pending. Correct. So moving on the my pay page. So as I said, so under my salary you would be able to give like what is the compensation that has been paid to you, and if there is any bonus is being given to you, so that would be visible. And if you just click on salary breakup, so you would be able to give the complete salary breakup. So like what is your net pay monthly and yearly, and what is your total, and what how much ways did being deducted on your PF and ESI. In case if your company falls under ESI, you can also enable the ESI, right? So besides this, so you have the option of payslip, right? So as I mentioned, so unless until any company finalizes payroll for that particular month, as soon as you join, right? So let's assume you joined on 23rd of September, and company releases payslips on 2nd of October. Okay, so as soon as they release, you will be getting an option to download your payslip, right? Coming to the income tax, you would be able to waive all the income tax over here, like income tax computation in detail, like what is your computation says and how much tax need to be paid. So whenever if you are confused about or not clear about the income tax page, okay, so if you just scroll down, so you'll be having the tax deductions in details. Okay, sorry, right. So you have a tab here, tax deductions in detail. Okay, so in this particular section, so the system itself shows the how much tax is getting deducted for you every month. Okay, so if you just check for September, it's 4817, 4817, 4817, 4817, and right, because your total tax is 33717. So your total tax of 33717 will get distributed for the rest of the months which are left till the complete of the financial year. If you join in mid of June or July, so it will capture from July to March. Okay, so since the employee joined in September, so it's getting captured from September to March, right? So to reduce this amount, you need to declare something. Okay, so to declare something, where do you navigate? So you will navigate to my manage tax, and you will declare according to your declarations. So there, so where you need to declare under manage tax. Okay, so a very important declaration which everyone would be following is house property. So in case if you live in rented residence, you can upload and rented resident, providing your details saying that from which month you have uploading this rent, April 21 to which month, Jan, how much total rent it is, and which city you live under, which whether it is a metro city or non-metro city. I'll just say Hyderabad, April to Jan, or I will select from September to March, and I will say 20,000 is my rent. No, I'll just take 40,000 as my rent, and I'll select other non-metro. Okay, so I'm just giving some random details since I don't have. Okay, so I'll just click on submit. So I've submitted my declarations. So I'll just go back to my computation page. So right, so if you are able to view now, so my declaration came down from 48 to 46 because I have declared something, right? So likewise, if you declare anything on Keka, so all your declarations, depending upon your declarations, what you declare, so your computations would be coming down, right? So you can declare EPF or VPF or so whatever the declarations you have, you can declare. So it's nothing like restricted to any section or any employee. So you can declare, right? So coming to the preferences, so in case if you have any information, okay, or if you want to view your salary deposit mode, or if you want your financial details, so it would be visible on the preference tab. Correct. So coming to the to do tab, so to do tab is like you can create tasks. Okay, so this is like an task for the particular day. So in case if you want to create any number of tasks for that particular day, you can create, saying that add new task list, or you can create a task. So I need to send intro mail for today. Okay, so if I have completed that intro mail, I'll just click on task completed, meeting teammates. So I've created a task for myself. So if the task has been completed, I'll just click on completed. Right. Okay, so this is very simple tab which I'm discussing right now. So which is to do task. Okay. So coming to the org level. So coming to the org level, so if you are able to view here org employees, so here you would be able to view your complete employee directory. So depending upon your department, if you just want to view who are under the customer success and who are under the HR department. Okay, so here Johnny Master is there in the HR department. So if I just want to filter location wise, I can also filter location wise. So if I just want to know who all are there in our company, total how many number of employees. So I would be able to give showing 15 of 50. Okay, so I would be able to give all the employees details. So if I just want to view if Chetan is present for today, so I can just go to his profile and just click on this three dots. I would be able to view the status, right? So if I just want to go to his profile, so I just need to click on this toggle. It navigates me to his profile. Perfect. Right. So coming to the org tree. So under org tree, I would be able to be like who is reporting to whom and what is the organization level tree I have in our company follows. So I would be able to view that. So coming to the org level documents. So as I mentioned, if there are any documents which has been uploaded by your company for your reference, like what are the different policies they do have, so it would be visible over here under the org documents tab. And coming to the engage. Okay, so if there are any articles uploaded by your company, so that would be visible under the org engage tab, which is articles. So where you would be able to view all the articles from the home page. So if you want to view it category wise, you can view it category wise. So if you just want to manage, or if you want to view your published articles, so if your company is allowing you to create a article, so you can also create your own article, saying you can give your title, and you can just add your title, and you can add your body of the article, and you can add a file. Correct. Right, so coming to the next option, which is polls. So this engage is completely like an engagement with your co-workers in your organization. So it's just an engagement platform. So polls, so in case if your company has created any polls, so that would be visible under the polls. And coming to the announcement, so whatever the different announcements has been given by your HR team, or it can be a global admins, or it can be your CEO who would be posting something interesting on your announcements. So whatever they want to do, even the vaccination drives which has been conducted in various companies, so all this will be posted under the announcements, right? So moving on the profile, right? So as I mentioned, you need to complete all the different fields which are being marked as mandatory. So I'll just show you like what are the mandatory fields. So beside name, so you have a star mark. So these are like very mandatory fields in your company. Okay, so this would be managed by your HR team. So whatever the mandatory fields are there, so it is a must and should for every employee to upload it, to have enhance, I mean, the data to be there with your HR team as well. So whenever they want to reach you, right? So coming to the documents. So in documents, as I mentioned, there can be employee letters or identity documents, or any certain level of documents that need to be uploaded by the employee. If you want to upload your profile picture, so you can also upload your profile picture. So you should make sure that maximum image size is 2 MB, right? So the system will not allow you to upload the profile picture size of more than 2 MB, right? So that's all about the overview of Keka. I think now you are ready and you would be able to access Keka happily without any problem, right? So let me know if you have any questions. So we'll just try to. I think Arti has answered the question of Hari. So, any other questions do we have on the chat box, or anything that I've missed to explain? Right. So, Balram, so as I mentioned earlier, so whenever you log into any employee's profile, right? Okay, so we'll just capture if the employees, so if they are co-workers to you, right? I'll just show you. I'll just show you. If they are under your same team, so we have a tab called as, okay, so working remotely, right? So if everyone is working from office, so it will capture as everyone is at office, no one is working remotely. So if they are working remotely, so it will capture under this particular tab on your home gadgets, so which is working remotely. So whatever it is, if they have applied from work from home or on duty, so it will capture under this particular tab. Right, so does Keka capture screen activity? Tirth, can you just explain me more about the screen activity which you're talking about? We will be uploading this webinar session in our YouTube channel as well, so you can share it with your new joinees, so whenever it's needed, so if they want to have a glance on the product, or you can share the handouts with them. Okay, so you can share the handouts with them as well, so which we have attached under the handouts column. Yes, Jaram, it will be visible for everyone. How to activate attendance feed? How to activate attendance field in the sense? Can you be more specific, Venkatesh Vallu? You can just, this will have the assigning track attendance policy. So right, so Venkatesh Vallu, you should have your attendance capture scheme and tracking policy in place. So even if you have the capture scheme, it would work. And so we have 73 more attendees on the call. Do you have any more questions or anything that we have missed to cover? We can only leave performance expenses. Venkateshwarlu, I believe attendance has been disabled for your account. Can you just drop an email to support@keka.com? So we'll just check on it and let you know, like, what's the reason that you are unable to web the attendance module, because it's part of the everyone's subscription. So we'll just let you know about this. So, Pichai, how to add employees earned leave increase, how to process. So that means you're talking about how to add earned balance. So in case if you're talking about the earned balance, you can add it under, you can even award a comp off. So in case if you want to award a comp off, you can do that. So in case if you don't want to award a comp off, so you have an option of import, carryover import. So under your initial adjustments page, under leave tab. So under leave tab, you would be having the initial adjustments page. So where you can import so whatever the leave data that you want to import for any of the employee. So is remote login is an add-on feature? No, Jairam, not at all. So you need to check with your capture scheme. So if it is enabled, so then it will be visible for you. So it's completely dependent upon your how you have capture configured your capture scheme. So Jairam, so we have already have the different sessions of the capture scheme as well. So we'll share you the webinar links. So you can just refer to that webinar links, or you can schedule a call with our support team. So I'll just share you the webinar link over the chat. Right. So Karan, so you can share this handouts with them. So which you have under the handouts column. So once they review all the steps and they complete all the different steps, even the financial steps, so it would be visible for them. So you can share that handouts with them. So if the employee is still facing the issue, you can just let our support team know, so they'll help you on that. Right. So Jairam, I think Aarti has already shared you that our YouTube channel link. Okay, so where you can view all your Keka related videos. So whatever Keika has uploaded till date and what are the webinars that we have conducted. So all the related videos would be available there. So you can view there. And if you just want to subscribe the channel, you can also do that. So once you subscribe to Keika channel, so what happens is, so whenever any new Keika has uploaded any new video, so it would be visible.
Keika means awesome. Hundreds of thousands of
Right. So any
Keika
more
means awesome.
questions do we have?
Hundreds.
Okay, so is there any option on the income tax page to add your previous employer's Form 16? I think you can add your previous employer details. Not sure about your previous employer Form 16 details. Thank you, Anupam. Thank you. Thank you. It was really, yeah, we understand the pain. That's the reason we have planned a special session on this. So it would be great if you can create similar workbook content for Keka mobile app. So definitely we'll come up with an handbook to that as well for the mobile app as well. So where you can do that. So definitely, Anupam. Thank you so much, Anupam. God Tech. Okay, thank you. So right, so we'll just quickly wind up the session now. So if you have any queries, you can just drop an email to us at support@keka.com, or you can re join our next session, which will be on our next Friday or Thursday. So we'll be coming up with an interesting session once again. Till then, stay safe, stay home, and happy weekend. Thank you, everyone. Bye bye.